Welcome, everybody, to this episode of Runs0b3r podcast. This is episode number...
See if we can get it 30, 30, 37, and
37.
37.
Yeah.
Menino. Vamos lá.
All right. We are a local Dallas-Fort Worth production. We do not only discuss running and sobriety, but all walks of life, for every one of us has a unique story. The journey begins and ends with you. Today, we got two special guests. We got Raul, last name Raul Cardenas, and Mark
Romero.
All right. I butchered last name, so I had them tell us the last name. Next to me is
Eric J. Henderson.
Let's
get it in, baby.
All right. So today, what I want to talk with you guys about is definitely this right here.
QO.
I got the QO hat. Raul
I got the QO hat.
Raul is a QO man. Yeah. So a little bit about QO we want to talk about. I want to talk about basically how you got into this athletic adventure world of triathlons, Raul, and ultra running, and Mark. I want you to chime in on the same stuff. First, I want to talk about where you grew up, where you were born, and a little bit of history, little family history of growing up, and how you got to Dallas. We'll start with you, Raul, and then Mark. I want to talk to you about it. Okay, cool.
Okay. I was born in Monterrey, Mexico.
Nice. I'm about to go to Monterey for another Ironman again.
Nice.
So yeah, March. Yep. So
Done that one a few times. So it's awesome.
yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I was born in Monterey. Moved to Texas when I was 10, and went did middle school, high school here. Then went to Texas Tech.
Oh, nice. You
In
went
Dallas,
you're
middle
a
school
Red
and high
Raider.
school?
I'm a Red Raider.
Hey, dang, Red Raiders. What's that? Guns up?
Guns up.
Guns up.
High school and middle school in Dallas?
Yes.
Okay.
sweet.
Glen Rose, hour 30 minutes south of Dallas.
Where at?
Glen Rose.
Oh, Glen Rose.
Glen
That's
Rose.
where
Dadgummit.
dinosaur
Man, you grew
Valley.
up in ain't no way you can not run growing up near there. I mean, because that's the most vicious territory we got around here. I love it.
So I just did that Dinosaur Valley 100-miler out in Glen Rose.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's I've been out there a couple of times, familiar with it a little bit. So, what about you, Mark?
Born in Chicago, Illinois.
Oh,
Salud, baby.
Chi-town, baby.
Damn.
I used to live over there, south side on Euclid Street.
Yeah.
Dang.
How long were you there, and when did you move to Dallas?
So a little bit of moving around for me. Born there, was only there as a child. And then moved to Mexico, Tamaulipas, Tampico, Mexico.
Okay, nice.
And from there moved to Houston.
Oh,
So
sweet.
my story, my youth is in Houston growing up, H-Town.
Yeah,
You know,
there it is. Yep.
And and then from there I moved to Dallas in '89.
Oh, nice.
So I've been here ever since.
Oh, sweet. So I met you, Raul. First time was at Karen's race. So that was Love Never Ends. And I came over and started chatting with you about your product.
That crazy one we were in?
That you were
Or-
no. This is a different Love Never Ends. Yeah. This was the one in Irwin Park.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I sat with you and ended up you sold me that day on the product, So I ended up buying a bag of it, and I think after that I did like a fast, and I was just using your product, and it was killer. I really enjoyed it, and so talk a little bit about Raul, where this product originated from. Was it the Raramuri tribe? Is that correct?
Yeah,
Raramuri tribe. So, and you got to spend time with them, right? Is that correct? Or
yes, 3 months.
Oh, so you were out there with 3 months. So let's dive into that and just tell me a little bit about that. 3 months. Were you living in Monterey at the time? Are they from Monterey, that area, or no?
No, they're from Chihuahua.
Chihuahua,
It's a
okay.
northern state.
Okay. And when you were staying 3 months with them, is that all they fuel with, or only when they're running?
Oh no, they use it as part of their meals.
Okay.
But they definitely fuel their runs 100% of the time with this powder.
Okay. And tell a little bit about the ingredients. You don't have to tell about the special ingredient or something that, but yeah, tell a little bit about the ingredient,
Yeah, so there's 6 whole food ingredients in it, being pinole corn being the main one, rice, oats, anise, cinnamon, and amaranth. And, for the longest time, I thought pinole was just corn.
Right,
But
yeah.
then when spending time with them, I found out that it was actually all 6 that make it work so well. With the anise and the amaranth being key components of it.
Okay. And are these only found in this territory or are grown in that area or these, is it a herb or what are those actually?
No, so the pinole, it's a corn.
Pinole is
It's
a
a
corn,
roasted
yes.
corn. And as you know, nowadays you can't find organic corn just about
Nowhere.
anywhere.
Right.
It's very difficult. And this corn grows organic in the mountains, has a sweeter taste, it's higher in nutrients. So it's a lot better than what we're used to.
So is that still core ingredient base for QO?
Yes.
Holy cow.
So
'Cause that's the thing you cannot find in today's food. And I'm not an activist. I'm knowing that I can't find food, even if you try your own organic or just natural. I don't even need the word organic. It used to just be farming, right? Somebody's going to spray something over, you're going to buy something, you don't know the seed. You can't dissect the seed in terms of its genetic modified capacities.
Correct.
yeah. And also it doesn't matter what we're eating these days. It seems like it all has some kind of a negative effect to us, unless you're getting it from like the actual area. I mean, the vegetables and that are grown outside of the United States seems like they're legit. The ones grown here or factory farming is just
If you have rules like
It's
or
cancer
be high
causing,
on
it
the
seems
mountain
like,
where they
so-
can't get to you high on the mountain, or be in Europe where they have regulation. But I bet even in Europe where there's regulated non-GMO, I'm still sure that they can't avoid the big business
spraying.
effect.
Yeah, it's difficult.
yeah. So do you get your product from Mexico or is it made here?
We do. We still source everything from this remote area.
You have to.
And, yeah.
Oh, nice. Very,
Yeah.
very nice. And tell me a little bit about that journey when you were with them. Were y'all out running every day, or you spent 3 months? Were you there training with them while they were running in the mountains out there, or?
Yeah. It's a cool story. When I went, I was just supposed to go to do the race, but it got canceled because of COVID. And my wife, my son, we were already there, so let's just stay here. So we ended up staying there for 3 months, and we had a Tarahumara girl living in our cabin. It was she was 14 at the time, and she was having to walk 3 hours to go to school. So we had her stay with us. We had a large cabin, and found out that she had ran the same ultra 2 years earlier when I had ran it.
Yeah.
And she had beaten my time by 3 hours. And this was when I was in shape.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Man.
after being embarrassed by her,
Yeah.
I started running with her on a daily basis, and she shared some of that powder. And I always struggled with stomach issues and bloating.
Wow.
And that's kind of what every athlete, I think, struggles with, trying to find that right formula for them, because not everything's made for each one of us, you know what I mean? So I always struggle. People always say like, you need more salt, you need more sodium, with my ultra runs, but I have high blood pressure. So not necessarily I need more sodium, because I could be out there having a heart attack or something. So it's, it's different stuff for the different folks, So what drove you? So you spent 3 months out there, and what race is this actually that you were doing? Did you go? Is this the one you're about to go back out and do again? Is that correct?
Yes. So it's called Caballo Blanco Ultra Marathon.
Okay.
And where is this again?
In the Copper Canyon. It's a remote area in northern Mexico.
So the book Born to Run was based on this same race or no?
Yes. So
Okay.
the area that's mentioned in the book, it's this area.
And Caballo Blanco was a character that was in the book,
Yes.
right? And he passed away, right? Is that correct?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I read that book, and man, that was one of my first books on ultra running I've ever read, and I was like blown away, man. So it was very, very cool. Like, I think there was a couple, like 2 college kids or something that were fueling with like tequila and beer or something like that the day before, or something crazy in the book. And, yeah. And so does that tribe actually run in they still run in the sandals, right?
Yes, they're very primitive. They still run, and it's practically just a piece of tire with thick leather straps.
Yeah. So it's not even Air Jesus's or anything. I mean, it's like, So you don't get the,
Right. And you know, which is crazy. I thought all this sounded familiar, like tribe running people. I can't even say it, Raramuri. The running people of the Tarahumara tribe. Remember last year, there was a lady, Candelaria Rivas. She ran that's like 60-something miles, but she walked 14 hours to get to the start.
Oh, yeah.
And then she clocked like an elite time. It's not like, oh, wow, she ran fast. No. It's a women's elite. It's a top 15 in men's, and she's from this running culture. Yeah. And so I looked at this when I saw it on the shelf, and I just thought it was like every modern thing. And most of the things I look at on the shelf, I'm like, here they go, mixing up some more chemicals for me to do this, that, and the other. Yeah. But to find out that it has a real food root is very good. I mean.
Oh, yeah. That's what sold me whenever he was telling me about it. I was just like,
yeah.
I mean, these ingredients were elite compared to all the other ones you're seeing on the shelf are all chemical based, it seemed like. And you're just like, never even heard of that before, I don't want to be putting that in my body. And it's like, it's one step down from like methamphetamines or something they're trying to feed you, to make you run faster. You know what I mean? It's
and
like,
also, even though
you have a heart attack, you don't watch it,
Exactly. You wonder what people are doing. In the U.S., it ended up being stuff like EPO and all this stuff back in the day, and probably still now. But even if you come from a running culture like Kenya and the Raramuri here, you still have to eat something. You got to fuel on something. So culture is a huge part of it. But also in both of these cultures, I've seen they fuel differently. And this is incredible. So
did you go do that Caballo Blanco already, or you're still training for it?
No, it's next month.
A
month out.
Dang. So when I'm there in March, you're going to be there, maybe.
Yeah, no. I will be there March 1st. That's the day.
Yeah, that's when I'm there. March. March 2nd is the Ironman, right?
That's their home turf.
So, yeah.
That's the home turf of the tribe, man. That's supposed to be crazy. Well, do they have a lot of people who participate now in races, actually racing there?
Usually the race has I'd say about 800 runners or so.
Yeah.
So
and how about people from that running culture, the Tarahumara? I'm going to mess it up, man. I mean, Tarahumara, do they also participate? Because the interesting about Candelaria, there weren't many people, but they were telling her, you should go run. But I'm sure there's a capacity of a lot of people. If they wanted to just get in it, they would kill the whole, they would rock the whole spot. And so I wonder how many from the tribe actually get into the races.
Oh, a lot of them. They come from all the local communities.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, they're still very primitive. A lot of them still like live in caves, and they all know about the event, so they come and they try to win the race so they can make some money for their family.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So there's a pot at the end.
There is. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And everybody gets something for participating, so they get rice and beans and
I would love to see that. And you're running in that in this next month?
Yeah, next month.
So how far is that from Monterrey? Like, are you flying into Monterrey or you don't?
No, I fly into Chihuahua.
Okay, Chihuahua. Okay,
it's about 16 hours from Monterrey.
Oh, okay, so it's far.
It's pretty far.
Okay, so but in Monterrey they have the mountains up in the background. I'm gonna go hiking when I get there also. So I'm doing the Ironman, and then after that I'm going up to the mountains and we're gonna hike. So we're gonna be there like 7 days almost.
Yeah, you gotta do Cerro de la Silla there.
Oh, is that one of the killer
the
mountains?
Mountain,
yeah. So the guy that's with us, he's from Monterrey. And then there's a guy that's part of our crew. He lives there currently also. So and last time we were there for this past year for the Ironman, they were showing us pictures of them up above the clouds, basically. So they're on a mountaintop above the clouds, and you see the clouds just sitting like below them. And I was like, oh, that's amazing, man. I got to do that. And he goes, yeah. Next time, he goes, we're going to sign up for the Ironman. They're not even Ironmen, or they've never done it before, basically. So this will be their first go at Ironman, and so it'll be interesting. And they were like, afterwards, we're going to go hiking. So we're going to spend another 4 days up there hiking. So, yeah.
Yeah, I did it last year. It's a 4-hour climb. Not too bad, but the views are amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't wait, man. I'm getting excited already just talking about it. So you guys were just down in Houston, correct? Yeah.
Yep.
I saw you both down there. Did you both run the Houston Marathon?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah. How'd you do? How'd y'all did you PR?
What was that weather like for this past time in Houston?
It was moderate.
About 50. Did they get?
It wasn't as cold as
it
last
wasn't
year.
cold. Yeah.
Yeah, last year was
Real cool.
below in the teens.
Oh.
This year was it was bearable. It was moderate. So it
I
was
bet a
pretty
lot of
good.
people heated up and had to start shedding clothes. Like,
No.
oh, it was
I mean,
cold enough to keep yourself.
Yeah,
okay.
it stayed good. It was good. It was good weather. Perfect running weather.
Yeah. So how'd y'all do?
For me, it was just to get back into it.
Oh, yeah,
race.
yeah.
You know,
Nice.
I hadn't trained in almost 2 years because I
Right.
had been so busy with QO.
Yeah.
But it was time to get back to it, and I trained for 2 months for it,
Uh-huh.
and you know, I was happy with it.
That's
Yeah,
how you
yeah.
do it, man.
I mean,
So you do the half or a full?
Full.
Nice.
So perpetually training all the time, all year long.
Yeah.
So did it
Yeah.
January this year, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'll keep training all year
Uh-huh.
until next year. So I'll
Oh,
do
so
some
you're
other-
gonna do it again?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
you like that one. Oh, you're H-Town, baby.
H-Town, baby.
Train to race to train. I race to train a lot of times.
So the tie-in with QO is last year in 25 I ran it, and my body feels just like dead.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, by mile 18, I was just like,
Yeah. That's everybody.
I was like, just like
yeah.
slow-mo. I was just
Right.
like crushed.
I don't know why that is though. It's like mile 18
Well-
is like a crutch for everybody for some reason.
Well,
you know? It's
I
weird.
think you said a minute ago
Yeah.
that, you know, we're all different. Our body's different.
Yeah.
React different to different fuels.
Yeah.
And the gels with all the sugars are
Oh,
terrible.
yeah.
And
I can't do it.
and then for me, it's really critical. So I've tried goos in the past. I'm like, I hate them.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you know, tried different ones. But something we had talked about today was, you know, the QO is low glucose. It doesn't blow up your blood sugar.
Yeah.
So-
That's good. No spikes.
No spikes.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
pretty huge.
See, those spikes, you have to come down from those spikes. So if they're spiking you up, man, you're coming down. So that's a crash. So you don't want that.
Yeah, so if you could stay even,
Yeah.
you know, if your body feels so, like this year, man, I was just I have high energy, so
Right.
and then of course if you blow it up too fast or go too fast, Ro had to keep reining me back in. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
slow down. I'm like, okay, man, okay.
Oh,
And but by I hit my wall about mile 24,
Yeah.
and it wasn't so much energy; it was more my hams gave out. So you know, all that
man.
weakness coming out. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but as far as body fuel, I was good. I was 100.
So
Yeah,
what
nice.
format, Mass, both of you, what format did you take this in and what format is available? And the third question, what form is it that the Terramara take this in?
So the Taramara, you just do the plain powder, the 6 ingredients, wood fire roasted and ground into a powder. That's it,
And then
But-
throw water and just,
and wash it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I came to the States, I was like, very few people are going to be willing to do that. I do it sometimes because I'm used
I
to
would.
it. But
I'll do it that way.
the majority of people are not going to do that. So what I did is I turned it into a cookie. And that way you can have a few
Yeah,
cookies
those are
before you
good.
run. And,
I bought some cookies. They're good.
so you put like inert, not high sugar stuff around it as a cookie. And then the main ingredient is in there as
Yeah.
max. Okay.
So before the race, I had 3 cookies with a cup of coffee, and that's it.
what I'm wondering.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, really?
You use cookies in yours race
Yeah.
or pre-race?
But pre-race, I just mixed it with water and just drowned it.
Toss it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
you do still have
it's
a
fine.
powder. I can just mix with water, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 gonna try
That's,
it.
that's
The
awesome.
Same thing during the race. Just take some and you know how they always give little water cups.
Yeah.
Toss it in there and put it down.
Got it.
So it definitely did. It works.
Yeah. 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 I think so.
Good
so,
for
so,
ulcers
hey,
too, because you don't have to be as
you
skilled.
also, do you have sponsored? No, not sponsored athletes, but you do have athletes that are your QO athletes, right?
Yeah, right now, I'd say we have
2 are Ironman female, right? Or no? Were
Yes.
they? They were. I thought you were out there last year, right? With them or something.
Yeah, you're probably talking about Bonnie and Ginny.
Maybe.
They started from me with Kyo from day one.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's about 20 ambassadors.
Oh, okay.
Most of them local to Dallas, but there's a few out of state in Colorado,
nice.
Florida.
A lot of some ultra runners.
Yes.
All mixed in there. Yeah. Awesome, man. That's awesome. The are you the only one that distributes this, or others?
No,
So, this is yours, right?
Yes.
Q.
It's mine.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
mine. It is starting to be
But
distributed
distribution,
in Mexico.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there's a different person handling
Okay.
Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So here in the States, the distribution is still exclusively you.
Yes.
Okay. So we would find it in other places because you've been other places. Like if I go to Colorado, if it's in a store, it's because Mr. Cardenas has been there.
Correct.
Yes,
Okay.
It is in Colorado.
Yeah,
All
I
the
got
Fleet Feets
it.
in Colorado have it now. So.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Who has it in Colorado? Which stores?
Fleet Feet,
Fleet Feet. Oh, dope.
Oh, are they? So
good,
is
yeah.
Fleet Feet carrying it everywhere or no?
8 states.
8
Mockingbird.
states.
Yeah.
And
It's
my
in
guys at
California.
Mockingbird have it?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, all 9 stores in Dallas carry Kyo.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. The so go over also so when we were doing the last man standing out there, Irwin, that was a fun day. And I think they should continue to do that. But you ended up making a jug, and not of the corn based, but you also have a fruit tablet. Is that correct?
It's electrolytes.
Electrolyte
we
tablet.
do,
Okay, yeah.
Capsules.
Yeah.
These capsules are a high dose of electrolytes.
Okay.
I created those because the powder doesn't contain electrolytes.
Yeah.
And I feel like here in Texas, we definitely need them.
Yeah.
So I wanted to have a product that was clean with a high dose to, meet the demands that ultra runners have here in Texas in particular. And that's what I had at the run that day. But usually to events, I do mix it with the flavoring just because nobody wants to just drink salt water. But usually during a race, I actually just take the capsule with water.
Okay.
That's it. No
Nice.
flavoring.
Right. I got you. Very cool.
I guess the water is recommended too, just like with any. If I were to take a gel, I want to get water to get it to absorb.
Push through.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Sweet. So tell me a little bit more about this race that how much training are you putting in on this, and how many miles is this race? And you've done it before, but are you going out there to try to get a better time? Is that correct?
No.
Or are you just going out there?
This time I'm just trying to finish.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's an 80K, but it's a very difficult 80K.
Heck yeah.
Ton of climbing, very technical.
It's like
trail.
10,000 total. That's it. This is the same race that Ms. Rivas won. That's crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
But this year they added 100-mile, and I'm not quite ready for that.
Who is?
But the plan is for it be the start for next year.
Okay.
I do want to do the 100-mile out there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. Yeah, that's a good goal to have.
It should be cool that this one be on the map just for anybody who does this to have a chance to at least see the first part of running with world-class runners.
They're elite. It's something
you don't get that chance.
You have to see to believe. Like when I saw it, like I couldn't believe it. Like these, I said, even kids just crushing it 6-minute miles up the mountain. Insane.
Right, yeah. So when I went to Peru, and we went to Rainbow Mountain in Peru, and that's Colores or whatever, Rainbow Mountain, basically.
Colores is right.
It's Siete Colores or something like that, 7 colors or something like that. Or I think that's maybe the name of it. And they, I was seeing the Sherpas. They would have the horses, and then of course you have these lazy, I say Americans, lazy ass American tourists or whatever. It could be from anywhere, but basically they're not making the climb, and so the Sherpas they're putting them on the horse, and they're running them up that mountain. Okay, and I was thinking, oh man, I'm an ultra runner. I'm a badass, This was my thoughts in my head, of course. Yeah. Ego was through the roof. This is the bus ride going up the mountain, right? To the part where we're going to start. I couldn't. I couldn't breathe at all.
Right off the bus.
Yeah, and I was like, "Get off the bus." Yeah, I can't breathe. First, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is no problem. I'm walking, right?" Man, I could barely go anywhere. Everybody on that bus
And then the incline
is all just cruising by me, and I'm just like, man, hunched over, couldn't breathe, and I'm watching this Sherpas on the horses. I should have been on that damn horse, to tell the truth, because they're just hauling ass up that mountain so fast.
How many days had you been there?
So I was in.
Was that your first day?
No,
Going up there?
You go to Cusco first, so you're already at high elevation. So right when I'm in Cusco, I'm staying in the hotels. I have a headache, because of the altitude.
Yeah.
So I'm already having a headache going into it. So. And I couldn't sleep real well the night before. And
So
then
you didn't get any run in before?
Nah. Oh hell no. I didn't even try to run in that area. After this was like,
thing, boy.
And then
30 minutes.
Man. So I could imagine that since they're living in that area, that they are acclimated a little bit better than just throwing an old Jack from Tennessee over there and trying to run that, you know what I mean? So, so it's definitely challenging. And it was, by the way, that story on the bus ride back down, I got so dizzy that I had the bus driver pull over and I had to go throw up everywhere on the side of the road. So it was very miserable. And they kept telling me, "Oh, here, just eat this coca leaf," because coca is very popular there.
Yes.
And the same leaf that makes the cocaine, but definitely extra ingredients along with it, but just chew on this, you'll be okay, or eat this candy, this coca candy, or whatever. I do that. Didn't help me at all, man. So
It helps me.
So you've been you did Peru.
I did the Inca Trail.
Oh yeah.
3-day.
Oh yeah, I want to do that one,
does
man.
help.
Nice.
The leaf, yeah.
So is that guided hike, or you go by yourself solo, or how's
No,
that?
I did guided.
It's a guided one.
And I had the Sherpas take our stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think I could have made it carrying stuff
yeah.
because I barely made it on my own.
But they're amazing, right? You're like, oh
Yeah,
man,
insane.
it's like what the it was
Man,
pretty amazing.
Mr. Mark, I got a million questions for both y'all, but year-round training, and I'm going to come back to here with a culture question. What's your year-round training cycle? Is it run when I can? Which is also still a plan, because I'm on like, if I can get at least 7 every other day, 10 to 14 on one of those every other, and take it heavier in the weekend, then you just keep a body tuned for whatever, even 100 miles. What is your everyday, and your fueling over that, just your general random? Sometimes it might be just water. I mean, people think we go out every day with all the gear, but do you? What's your plan? Yeah.
Yeah, so I stay in it. 5Ks, 10Ks.
Okay.
Half marathons.
So racing helps. Yeah,
throughout the year.
Got it.
Always looking
gotta
for
race,
that
man.
full marathon. So but that 5K, keeps you in it.
And there's always one around somewhere.
There's always 5K, even if there's not a race. I'm out. I live right at the Oak Point Preserve, so
Oh, nice.
it's my backyard. I just go out there and go out with my dog and
What town is
just
it?
run.
What town is Oak
It's,
Point
it's
Preserve?
Plano.
Okay.
Yeah, East Plano.
So you're not far. Yeah.
No, just up the road. But just stay in it all year. Just staying active with the 5Ks, 10Ks, and then do some races, half marathons, and then as get closer to the marathon cycle,
You stressed.
then start in with the training. With the standard.
Yeah.
So you're not messing with any ultras yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But
you will.
Ro's trying to get me in there, and I'm like,
Seven more miles counts. That 50K.
Oh, you're going. Oh,
I'm going
nice.
to Chihuahua, and I'm like, he goes, "Come on, you can do it." I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm good with the full. I'm like, I could do that, and I'm not really a trail runner, so
Yeah.
but very intriguing.
Is there?
But I call it good training for road runners. For that meaning you're going to be slower, but that leg work and that strength work is incredible, man.
And I need
And
it.
plus, it's less chance for repetitive use injury because you're all kind of balancing and turning switchbacks. If I run on the road, guaranteed I'd have ITB like a madman.
Yeah.
But it makes my road running better. The trail does.
I struggle a little bit with the Achilles on my left side, and some weaknesses, but it's just weakness coming out.
Yeah. Yep. I that's the problem with me right now. I'm injured all the time.
And
It's like I can't get it right, and I'm like, man, It's like I don't know what it is, but it's like once one injury goes away, something else is popping up these days. It's old age, I think. But it's catching up with me.
And, and I love this injection of the Terramara folks, because in the U.S., take this the right way, or I'm not ashamed nowadays, take it the wrong way. We've gotten soft in the running. Our marathon standards, qualifying times, like people are happy on the women's side with the 2:20s and 30s, which ain't even touching. It's our qualifying. I get it, but we pay money in Chicago for like 2:30, which is 27th at whatever place, but you can win 10 G's. So I'm thinking of the Terramara people who are just elite. But what they've done is they've cut off prize money in a whole lot of places around the U.S. to just American citizens, which I think is garbage. We can't say we're the beast of the whole world and then cut off prize money when we invite the world. And so I like the idea of, I wish, because I lined up one quick one for the Cow Harbor 10K in New York when I lived there many years. I just moved back here 5 years ago. But 25 years, and I knew all these Kenyan guys would always come to Cow Harbor. And I'm like, wow, I'm at least get a chance to see him for like 15 meters. I get there, no Kenyan runners are there. I was like, what happened? No prize money, only for Americans. And I think that's garbage. I would love to see the Raramuri, the Terramara folks, who just a couple just come over here and just rock it in freaking tire shoes just to get people back to back to what reality is. And that's running as culture, which doesn't need a whole lot of gear and
That's you need to branch out your the QO and start selling some tire shoes. So you guys can't rock these tire shoes.
The world makes
shoes.
that shoe. People don't know the whole world makes that.
Yeah.
You chop
Yeah,
a tread.
the problem is our feet aren't used to it, so that's why people get injured.
Yeah.
They've been doing it since they were kids.
Yeah, but
which makes it a technology, a very specific technology that they're able to achieve with that.
That's funny you talk about injury. Well, we're getting injured because we're putting on some weird scientific BS shoe that they're creating. These lab-made shoes that they're selling us for $300
we're
a pair.
We're putting on shoes on a newborn. Yeah. Like that boy's supposed to run around like we did when I was little, like at Cheek, Texas or whatnot. And there are a lot of people without shoes because your feet have muscles in them. You have to develop those. But as soon as we throw shoes on, you compensate for all the muscle development that we should have.
Little springboards.
If you get your feet strong enough, you can run in just about anything. The problem is that you have to slowly, gradually build up to it, and people try to do it too fast.
Yeah. That is true. But think about how injury prone we are with these high tech $300 shoes.
Which is just compensating for the feet we should have but don't. Like there's that one. I know you've seen him. Big guys like 6'4" running just straight up sandals, but you can tell he knows what he's doing. He knows what's on his feet, and his feet are strong.
And plus that's,
thorns don't even poke through his foot.
That not every, just like we were talking about, not every electrolyte or fueling is made for every body. Shoes are the same way, man. Because I ran I went and did Big Cottonwood, which is in Utah, and I put on some I think they're Mizunos, but they were I call them princess shoes now because and basically they're made for the small foot, the narrow foot and the runner that only weighs $120 or $100, and me, I weigh 220. I tried to run on those, and this was a downward grade complete marathon. You're supposed to get one of the fastest times you could get, Then I ended up getting one of the worst times I could get in. And mile 8, I wanted to take those shoes off and just throw them and run barefoot the rest of the race. I was game to do that, But these shoes cost me almost like $300 almost. So I was like, I need to throw my pair of shoes away, And but I'm telling you, not every shoe is made. I have a friend that I ran across Iceland with, and we ran the jungles in Nicaragua, the volcanoes in Nicaragua, and he just wears chanclas or the sandals. We call them Air Jesuses. We said you should sell these bad boys as Air Jesuses. That's all he wears, and he's a skinnier frame, of course, tiny guy, but still coming down. We were bombing the the Nicaraguan volcanoes coming down as fast as we can through that. And I mean, I slipped on my ass maybe 10 to 12 times, like busted hard, coming down there. And I was hanging on vines, swinging myself, basically that's how I was catching myself coming down. And he was wearing those the whole time.
Word up, yeah.
He probably got less injuries and fell less times.
As long as you don't slip on that way up over because you can actually see into that boiling freaking rock. I've been up there. I'm like, yo, this lady behind me goes, why is there no gate? I said, ma'am, if you need a gate to keep you from falling in a volcano. But anyway, a question for you guys is, how do you know, speaking again of running as culture, and I don't want to romanticize it because I could take you to Santa Fe where I know a bunch of guys, they don't race. They just run 14 miles every weekend at 10,000 elevation. Matter of fact, there's a place called the Running Hub and a great running store out there in Santa Fe. And the good brother, Steven.
Hey, Raul,
runs
you need to go out there.
Man,
Put
and
that QO in
for them, there's a
I
little.
just sent them product. Actually.
Oh, you
Oh,
did?
yeah, Running Hub? So
Yeah.
you know Steven.
I haven't met him.
Oh, man.
I know Eric. Eric just moved from Dallas. There, and he told him you got to carry
That's
Keo.
Eric.
That's my first stop when I go there, just because they're super honest people and they don't talk about racing. They just go run. And so I'm up there one day with them up this Atalaya Trail. No, another one that Steven took us on, a different one. And they say, oh, this is one of our easier ones, which is just like 13 miles and 6,000, which you say that in Texas, it's like, it's easy. Meanwhile, there's a guy, he's about 60 years old. He's running up. He's coming back. Hey, Eric, you okay? I say, yeah, I'm good. And he ain't and he's just wearing clothes.
Yeah.
That's what I love. But I mean, running as
Yeah.
culture, and that's who
Yeah.
I learned from. So I started, you take. And I've never been big on the watches and stuff, and just take it off and just run. I wonder, do you guys have those folks around you who you just like to be with, who just enjoy the space, man?
Yeah. I am those folks.
I felt that.
I mean, I have a nice watch and everything, but I don't even use it, for everything that it does. So I mean, I get out there, I run my body feel.
Yep.
I know, mainly for road racing. I'm not trail, but so I get out there. I know what my body's telling me.
It's a complex calculator. This thing.
Oh yeah,
and
it
it's
is.
not wrong.
So I get out there and I didn't do my first marathon until 2019.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I tried 2018 and it was a no-go, but ever since then, I've been doing more races. And before that, I would just run, go out there and.
So do you use running as an escape sometimes?
So life happens,
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
divorce,
Oh yeah,
relationships, and just in general, life happens.
Yeah.
So it definitely is an escape. It's a very good meditation, and just get everything out and just get out there. I've been out there running and just I feel
like
that release.
That meditative state of active meditation is what I call it, and basically because your body's active, of course, and you're not just sitting there trying to float.
Dude, even these past 3 days, you have the whole city to yourself. I'm running at North Shore. Nobody was on the trail. Mm-hmm. Well, it's going to be 5 degrees or 10 or whatever. But once you're out there and there's no weather per se. It takes a whole lot of weather for it to be weather that stops you. Mm-hmm. And so I run in New York City sometimes through Times Square all by myself. But that Sunday morning at 5 o'clock, and it's like, again, 5 degrees. But you have 12 million people around you, and you have all of Central Park to yourself. And so that's where I can appreciate that. You just go run, man.
So, with work and, just the general responsibilities, get out there and trying to train for a marathon. And it's like, I got to get these miles. 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, 10 p.m. I'm like, you know what? I'll be out there at midnight. I got to get these miles. I got to get them done.
Yeah.
Before this week's over. So, I'll be out there just running, and
That's amazing.
yeah, just go.
But also, man, it's weird because just like you said, I got to get these miles. I ran yesterday. I've been sick as a dog, with a bad cough. It won't go away. And, it was keeping me up at night. I still went out and did 10 miles yesterday. But you know what? Do we really need to get these miles? You know what I mean? It's like, or we think we do,
still listening.
but our bodies have seen 10 miles plenty of times. My body's seen 100 miles, so I'm about to run a 100 miler this weekend.
Yeah.
next weekend coming up, you know, and 2 weekends ago I just did 100K, you know, so I think in my own brain that I'm undertrained, but my body's seen it before, my mind's seen it, everything. So it's like, you know what you're about to go out there and do. You're not really undertrained ever, you know. You might not be doing it as fast as you wanted to do it, you know, but you're going to get it done, you know. And that's a lot to do with grit, a lot to do with fueling, a lot to do with a lot of things. But also
lifestyle,
yeah. But it's like, man, I shouldn't have went out and did the 10 miles is what I'm getting at yesterday. You know, it didn't help me getting better. You know what I mean? I'm not saying getting better as in a runner, but getting better as in my sickness. You know what I mean? Being out in the cold and 17 degrees, I went out there thinking I needed this extra 10. This extra 10 miles is going to help me with that 100 miler. But really, is it? Or would it me just resting in some nice warm weather? And this is just me. I'm not talking about you getting your mile. I'm just saying us as general runners, you know, sometimes it's like, man, my mind tells me I need it, but I should wait a little bit sometimes and say, hey, is it really worth it? Because I get out there and do crazy shit when I really shouldn't be doing crazy shit.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
It helps your mental aspect, and that's a big piece. Doing 100 milers.
Right.
And then the other part on that is it's a shakeout.
Yeah.
You know, so you're doing a 100 miler. Okay, you do 10 miles. It's a shakeout.
Yeah.
So you're not feeling good.
Yeah.
So
it's not a waste.
It does help. So it's not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
It actually is going to get you back on track.
Yeah.
You know?
And so also when I was doing it, I was thinking to myself, like, if the weather is going to be this on race day, you're learning. You know, it is a way of learning too. Like, okay, your body's learning. This is what 17 degrees feels like.
You remember that? The text I sent last week to Brandon. I said, hey, man, look, we couldn't coordinate. I said, hey, let's get out and go run. He said, because I like to practice my misery. And you do. I don't want misery to hit me for the first time in a race. And so when it's horrible, I'm guaranteed to be on the street. But guess what? Once you get out, it's not as bad as your mind made it, which is why I wanted to come to Raul and ask, when you talk with the Raramuri folks, I mean, just like they look at the Kenyans, and I read the story about Candelaria, and they make them into not people. Like, no, she gets tired. She trains. They are people. They go through the same, like, I want to quit as people do, but achieving that elite level, must be a function of lifestyle plus what is the mentality? Since you had this is the closest we will ever get. No, I'm going to go down there. To just learning a little bit about, because they used to ask, what's the Kenyan secret, to just as a backdrop. And then finally American runners went down there and discovered the secret was 10 miles in the morning, 10 in the afternoon, 10 in the evening, 150-mile weeks way before we were even thinking about running over 90. The secret was they did the work. And so I'm wondering, like, and I'm not saying it's the same formula for the Raramuri, but I'm like, what did you sense in terms of how they just think about it, how they approach it?
Well, they don't
especially coming through, like, I might get trapped or tired in the mountains because there's a lot more at stake running through a mountain range. Yeah,
they don't approach it as training like we do. Like we say, oh, I want to get 50 miles this week, 60, 70, whatever. I mean, like I said, they're walking 3 hours to school each way when they're kids. They're doing this on a daily basis. They have to get to their aunt's house, which is, 5 hours away, and they're running to it because, they don't want to take all day. And, carrying their, groceries, whatever they buy in town, take it back up the mountain. They're doing this.
So they don't ever sit in a vehicle ever, right? No. Cars don't exist in their lifestyle, right?
No, they don't have vehicles.
Yeah. So it's like,
and you can identify with this, which is they have at another level. When you first start in the ultras, 100 miles, it seems like a long way. 50 miles,
it's always a long way.
But now when people say, once your mind collapses into, I got a 26-mile training, years before you got into it, like, I had to run a marathon. I mean, once it normalizes in your mind, and so they're able to normalize 5 hours as a daily thing.
And days. And so sometimes they have to run days. So when you put them to run 100 miles, that's nothing.
May as well get paid for it.
So let me go over something on the. Are they all vegetarians or are they carnivores also?
No, they're carnivores also.
So do they go and kill their food?
They do, but they have a lot less access to it than we do. So, I'd say the majority of the time, that's why they're feeling on pinole, fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
But they do, if they have access to meat, they will eat meat. But
do they
usually
use
it's
the
like
same old tribal method of going out and basically finding your food every day?
Yes, and now
Because a lot of people, like, if you're the father of the family or the guy that's going out to fetch the food, right? And you're down or sick or hurt or anything, your family's not eating that day. You know what I mean? Or they're eating, whatever, corn or whatever, vegetables. But, which I love meat. But anyways, that's beside the point. So I was just wondering, do they go to market? They're going to markets and buying these meats also, or
both, depending on how close they live. Like now, the Tarahumaras that live closer to the small towns, they have access to more things. But the ones that are very secluded, remote areas, they have to eat what they have there.
Right.
And a lot of times is that.
And that's where this would come from.
Yeah.
That's where something like the QO would come from, because I think in not in a lot of ways, in an exact way, these are people who live in societies that are more technologically advanced, technology being defined by how do I convert what I have access to into daily utility. So, and there's this big, people say, oh, industrialized, non-industrialized countries, third world, first world, developed, underdeveloped. But I guarantee if you take this one here from Dallas, Texas, drop them at the mouth of the Rio Branco, Rio Negro in Brazil, I'm going to die within 15 minutes. But there's a kid there who knows, okay, you can eat this, you can eat this, you can don't step here, don't step there. That's what I mean by technologically taking advantage of your environment. And so I can imagine now if they come up with it as utility, I'm going to walk these 5 hours, and then it's too slow, so I'm going to run these 5 hours. Then you keep advancing your normalizing distance. And so when somebody says, now I can see it, she walked 14 hours to get to the race, which is, I've walked 14 hours before, which means the body is good for it. And then she ran and won. Once I normalize those distances, and then the body becomes that lifestyle, the same way our bodies in the U.S. are showing a different lifestyle. They're showing fast food and corn syrup.
Yeah.
That's
horrible,
why
man.
you're using corn, but the sugars come from a complex carbohydrate that they must have seen. I need fuel to get through these freaking 5-6 hours to get to my aunt's house.
Yeah.
You can't nobody can just do it. They ain't magic people, but they can do something.
Yeah, and that's what I learned, that you don't have to have processed sugar to be fast. Like, that's when I realized, I was like, they're fast.
It's very fast.
A lot of the faster African runners, that they don't use goose or processed gels or any of this stuff. So that's when I realized there's something to it. And
I enjoyed that.
And when I started using that, is like all the benefits, like less inflammation, none of the bloating.
So that's a huge,
which makes sense because they can't
factor.
afford for inflammation or blood. Because I got stuff to do. When you first took it, did you take it in the form that you saw? The grounded, roasted, just throwing water in the same.
And for me, like over the 15 years that I did triathlon prior to that, I mean, I was feeling with a ton of gels. I did the Leadville 100 on 48 gels. I mean, you can imagine how I felt at the end. Like, it was horrible.
Yeah.
I finished, but I was so bloated. And and when I did the ultra out there, it was like night and day. I just felt good the entire way. And that's when I knew that this was special.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the body can process it.
And inflammation is a huge game changer for the American athletes, because we're getting inflamed, and then we're turning to try to find a way to resolve that, after, oh, well, maybe we're not stretching enough or something. Why are we so inflamed, Yeah. But I think diet is a huge player in that, I mean, and what's good about us now, locally, that it's being brought to the light now. You know what I'm saying? Like, our parents' age, it wasn't brought to the light, man. My dad used to slam Whataburgers every day, you know what I mean? And then he didn't die of a heart attack, but basically he did have a major heart attack before he died, and so it's definitely.
And I think we can just return to that real, like not even romanticizing the Kenyan or the Raramuri, but they're dealing with what's real food, real work, just and consistent. With coming from utility, it makes it even more important because I can't afford to collapse in the mountains because there's stuff out there. I worked with Stephen Francis, who's the coach of MVP Track Club in Jamaica. Gold medals, they got them by the ton with Asafa Powell, Shelly Ann Fraser Price, and others. And so one day we're out at St. Catherine, St. Catherine, at the University of Technology, and just outside of St. Catherine. And the Nike folks show up for random testing. Not Nike, the USADA folks show up for random testing. They like, bang, we're going to test all your athletes. And I remember to a word Mr. Francis saying, well, if dumplings is drugs, we all on them. Because they just eat real food. There's no heavy watching a diet. When I'm walking in Osaka, Japan for the World Championships with Asafa Powell, every one of these dudes, they just roll into a McDonald's to get something to eat. And people are like, you eat at a McDonald's? They just eat food. And in that case, they can afford it. Their diet is not that fast food, but they can afford to do that just because their whole life is food and real things. And I'm like, we might be at a place where we can get there. Even I bought these gels yesterday in Trailhead, but I flipped to the back and they said, okay, chia seeds, this fruit, that fruit. And I was waiting for the ascorbic, this and that, and it didn't show up. So I'm like, okay, I can deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah. What gels are those?
I forget the name, actually. It's the only one with chia in it. So I don't know what chia, I can't say I know what chia seed
Was
does.
it the Huma?
Does that have the chia?
Huma gels.
Hema, yeah,
Sounds,
I think so.
Sounds like Huma.
And they had one longer package and then with apple pie flavor. That sounded gross to me on the trail, so I just got the shorter one with the strawberry. I think it was.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
But the inflammation, it goes much farther than just, bloating and injuries while running. Like I also realized that, especially now that I've been doing this for a couple of years, I'm running into runners my age, mid 40s, 50s, 60s with prediabetes.
Oh, yeah.
Neuropathy.
The cumulative effect of that nonsense.
Yeah.
You do this for 15, 20, 30 years, you're gonna pay the price for it sooner or later.
Yeah.
And that's why we see diabetes, Alzheimer's, all this stuff that we're seeing nowadays. And
that type 2 diabetes has no reason to be that high, and to see the spike just over the past even 20 years, that's just diet.
Yeah, it's that, I call it a drop in the bucket. Every time you're eating fast food, you might not feel anything, but it's the drop in the bucket. Processed gels, all this junk food that we're getting at the grocery store. It adds up.
Yeah. Those are just to get you by too, It's like, because you have that immediate hunger, so you go to McDonald's,
Yeah.
You smell that French fry smell and you're like, yeah, it smells good. But then after you eat it, it's trash, man. And then same with these gels, I think, with the spikes, you're up and you're like, oh, that just helped me get through that mile. But now I have 12 more of them. Am I going to continue to keep popping these gels over and over again just to keep getting spiked up to get through this? Or you need something with a good, even flow, man. That's what I love about QO,
Yeah, and
it's a great even flow,
I'm not perfect by any means when it comes to eating this stuff. It's difficult nowadays. You have fast food at every corner, but at least now I know, and I feel like a lot of people don't even realize what they're doing to themselves. So now, when I do it, it's like I'm making that choice. And
and it becomes complex even when you're trying to keep it simple. For me, I'm running away from corn syrup. But corn syrup is chasing me. I'm like, dog, where do you come from?
Yeah,
it's in everything. It's the glaze on the apples. I'm like, what? And so I said I need to simplify. So no joke, my daily. And I haven't gotten tired of it yet. It's just that Greek yogurt. I turn on the back and say, what's in it? Okay, nothing but that. Just yogurt and milk, right? And so that plus maybe something on top of it sometimes. And that's, I just said, until I can figure it out, that's a lot of protein in there and good carbohydrates, and get the carbohydrates from other fruits, but not like overloading on that. Because I just get tired of flipping the label back and seeing high fructose corn syrup.
Oh, yeah, it's on everything.
It's everywhere.
That or, it used to be aspartame in a lot of stuff. trying to cut the sugar out, you know, and it's like, you're just giving me some other chemical.
I mean,
you know, it's like you just switched from cocaine to meth. Thanks, man. You know, it's like
there's a place for it in like the gummy bears, for example. I don't know who makes it. It's German, right? Haribo.
Yeah.
But it's not sucrose, it's glucose, which in that pinch, that kind of just sugar from sugar, I'm good with that. So it's not the fructose, not the sucrose, it's just glucose. And so I can deal with that after a long run, just a handful of gummy bears, or during a longer race, you know, I do something like that. But I keep it.
Yeah, even going back to inflammation. So this is where I think QO should dive into is all these aid stations on ultras. They're still feeding us shit. You know, it's just shit to get us through. But I mean, this is all just like salty pretzels with freaking peanut butter stuffed in them and air that whatever made that little thing. You know, or like peanut M&Ms, or, you know, it's still shit, you know what I mean? And it does get you through the race, but it's not, just like you're saying, like, it's not healthy though. And this is supposed to be a healthy environment, healthy sport, healthy. It's not a healthy.
I only do the oranges and the little russet potatoes, and when I have to, that's it.
Those
same
are
thing.
good. Yeah, I like the bananas, oranges, all the fruit. I always go for the fruit, you know, because you know that what you're getting. But I'm still guilty of eating shit before the race is over. You know, it's like here, you want warm food? We got quesadillas or a whole thing of bacon. You know, you know, greasy bacon. Let's throw this in your stomach, and then I always go for Coke. You know, because I want some carbonation. You know, something different than water and freaking electrolytes. You know what I mean? You spent the whole day of just where your tongue's breaking out because you had some weird flavor of electrolytes. You know, it's like crazy.
How do you like to be on the trail? Me, I haven't. 3 years. I haven't bought a vest yet, but I haven't done a 100-mile yet. But I've done the 50s, 50. I'm not gonna. I like to run just with my hands. I saw a new super slim bottle just yesterday. I'm like, yo, that would be incredible. Just get you to the aid station. You know, let it be 10 miles in between. But usually they're shorter than 10. They're like 5 miles. I'm like, dude, you don't need to carry stuff. But I wonder, that's just me. What do you guys, do you go beast of burden style, or how do you like to get through a race, both of you, Raul and Mark?
I use the flip belt.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of pockets, so you can put stuff in there.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I don't carry a lot.
Yeah, I got to
Even with that,
have a pocket.
mainly I to carry my phone and then to carry stuff. But yeah, I don't for the marathon.
Yeah.
I mean, the fueling before, I was probably good for the half. So we got past that, but yeah, I don't need a lot.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I don't
For
carry a
Copper
whole
Canyon,
lot. And that's one of the beauties of keto. The more you train with it, the more fat efficient you become. So you're working off your own body fat.
Thank you. That's what I
So
was wondering.
I can just carry some salt tablets, a couple of cookies, and that can get me through a long run.
Oh, nice.
I do carry a gel, like as an emergency.
Just in case.
If I'm bonking, that's when I take it. But most of the time, it just sits in my pocket. Like I'm to the point where I've trained with it so long that I don't even depend on them anymore.
That, I think, is, for me, a huge takeaway, because I'm an anti-gear when I'm running. I just would love my hands to be free. Maybe a little pocket belt, but a lot of times not even that. But if I could just have a couple of cookies in this bottle in my hand and then an emergency gel, that would be incredible. That's about how I run now, but I've paid for it a couple times.
Got to try it in your training, though. But
For sure.
I did my 20-mile, couple of 20-milers, and I didn't carry anything. I just I did that pre-fueling with the QO, and man, I was good to go. I was just like, okay.
Just a handful of water, and I'm good after that.
Yeah.
Oh, not even. Yeah.
You know what I do?
You got to carry water.
No, you know I carry coconut water.
Oh.
Yeah. I just, those little containers, the little cardboard ones.
Yeah.
I just carry 2 of those. Drink it, toss it, and then I still have one more. For water, and then also has about 100 calories. So
I like coconut water too.
yeah, and it's good.
Just straight up, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this is good, because it brings me back to the whole idea of utility and necessity. People put it out as a cliche. Necessity is the mother of invention. Like a lot of times I teach, and I like to put constraints that seem ridiculous. But when you put a ridiculous constraint, like how am I going to write without a pen? I need you to figure that out. And things that sound impossible get done when they have to get done. So I'm thinking for the Raramuri people, it's just if daily life is how I live, and I live from the land, and also living from the land is looking out for. Like just yesterday, I saw a little bobcat runs in front of me, and I'm not gonna front. I was like, okay, I surprised him the first time, sort of. I know he saw me, but I didn't mean to be that close to it, so he surprised me. And I said, I'm gonna just flip it around. I meant to run 14. I finished 11 because I don't want to cross him again in a certain space to get him happy. I'm sure he was going up for some local pets, but still. But imagine if you're running in the mountains, Copper Canyon, if you're off trail there's everything in there.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's just nature. I mean,
luckily I never ran into anything.
Yeah.
usually the stuff that sees you doesn't want to mess with you, which is good, Even the rattlesnakes. I mean, but I love wintertime running for that reason too. No, I'm gonna head out West Texas because there's no snakes, just cold. I'll take that.
So I got a question for y'all, each one of y'all. I always ask all my guests. So I'll start with you, Mark. What is your favorite movie?
Man, that's a good one, man.
You like too many movies?
Yeah, I'm all over the map.
Okay,
man.
what's your favorite?
Let it brew.
What's your
Let it
favorite
brew.
3 movies then?
Well, you know what? Last night I was watching the League of Their Own. You know what, the baseball. I love baseball. So yeah. And I'm like, I've seen it before, and I'm sitting there. I'm like bored out of my mind. I'm like, oh. So I was watching that last night. I love baseball movies.
Yeah.
So Field of Dreams.
Oh yeah.
Can't beat that.
Love it.
Kevin Costner, huh?
You know,
Field of Dreams?
It's just
Yeah.
But anything baseball.
Cool.
Action movies, anything that'll challenge my brain to make me think a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I love those kind of movies. So definitely.
What about you, Raul?
I
Favorite
have
movie?
to go with. That's tough. I'm gonna go with Scarface.
Hey, nice.
That was my college movie. I watched it with my college buddies.
Yeah.
That's how it's times.
Face
I love
from
it, yeah.
walking up the block. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So, you want how can we get a hold of this QO for the audience if they're looking to look you up, Raul, or look up the supplements or whatever you got going here, So
Yeah, so it's keonutrition.com is the website, at Keo Nutrition on Instagram, or you can find it at any Fleet Feet or Bike Mart in Dallas.
Nice. Bike Mart across the street. You got them in there, huh?
Yeah, it's at other stores as well, like Trailhead and Endure.
Okay, sweet. And if anybody wants to get a hold of you, how will we get a hold of you?
You can email me.
You got Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
Also,
my personal one is at Keo Keo Guy.
Okay.
Solid.
Nice. And what about you, Mark?
Instagram, Mark Roma 63.
Okay, nice. And you're working with Ro, right? Kind of. You're helping him.
Good friend. He's helping me.
Oh yeah.
So
Nice,
absolutely. I'll just.
I know you both had the QO hats out in Houston, so I thought maybe you guys were pushing the product a little bit out there. Or
Have you ever like bought into something? You're like, man, this is it.
Yeah.
Number one. You're not getting paid for it. You're not getting endorsements.
Right.
You're not have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
But you're bought in, right? You're like, man,
Yeah.
I am bought in, man. QO for me is like
the product works.
my incentive is that it works for me.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. I don't have any other, connection, other, Rose, cool dude. And we hang out.
Nice.
And he's helped me. And then running Houston was, like I said, last year I ran it and I bonked.
Yeah.
I'm like, my best time was 4:02 and then in 24. And I'm like, man, I got to break 4.
Yeah.
And here's the thing going back. I run for the pure joy of it, just going out there. I love doing races, but it wasn't even on my radar. Like, okay, I'm gonna break 4. Like, no, absolutely not. Until that day, I'm out there with the buddy, and we meet up at the end in 24, and he goes, "Oh, how'd you do?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did all right. He scans my bib. This is a shout out to Sterling, my boy.
I know Sterling.
You know Sterling, my boy, my boy out there. And he scanned my deal. He's like, "Oh, you did 402." He's like, "Hey, you did really good." I'm like, "What?" I had no idea.
Yeah.
Because
That's it.
Right.
I was just having a blast, just running. And then from that point, I'm like, oh, I got to break 4. So it's been more of of an effort to get there. But yeah, I run for the pure joy of it.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And then breaking is going to happen the same way. Just
Yeah. And then, meeting up with Raul, I mean, it's just been, cherry on top, it's like, oh, this is going to help me. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I got that. I broke that. I got my PR this year for, the marathon. So like, let's go, So it's now just set another goal.
Next year,
let's go. But
this year,
at the end of the day, I mean, I just love running. I just love, and the community.
Yeah.
Forget it, man. It's incredible.
Yep.
Is there anything you can tell us about the sweatshirt here? That's a fly sweatshirt we got on here. I don't know if we can get that on camera, but we get it right. Bang.
Yeah, this is a nonprofit. They do
cool.
for Hispanic scholarships.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Dreamers.
Yeah. And what does it stand for?
Peter May.
What is it? Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, guys, I want to thank y'all for coming out, man. And I appreciate this. And this will be the end of the episode. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank
for
you.
having us.
All right, cool. Thank y'all, man.